Alright, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Probably go to like 10:30 to or 11-ish. I started a bit late. Can I get my dialogue options from her
Hi
right
there.
now?
Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Okay. Yeah, what is your job? I thought you were the bartender.
Geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Okay.
Sure, what do you want to know?
I'll just get all the information
Southeast
I can.
of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
I know what the NCR is. I mean, maybe I could figure out what her thought on it is. What kind of creatures are
Around
there?
here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can.
Those things already look
Steer
pretty
clear
nasty.
Of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Okay.
The new
What do you think of the
California
NCR?
Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
Probably the other guys.
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
Yeah,
Got a funny name. Call
Caesar's
themselves
Legion.
Caesar's
Yeah.
Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
Could be possible.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
Let's just get the quest for this.
Not in Good
I'll
Springs,
decide if I
no.
want to do that.
But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Wasn't able to crack it with dynamite?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
You know what the bobby pins are for.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Okay.
Until next time.
Let's go talk to the bartender and see what she has to say. I'm guessing that magazine was like a thing I can read to get more stats or something. That'd be misc. Aid. Okay, guess I just used it. Hope so. Gecko or it's a little baby one. Yeah, I don't need to kill it. Where's this taking me? Data. Looks like it's taking me to Good Spring. Oof. Must have been her killing that baby lizard or something. Oh. Okay then. That feels a bit weird. Like you just tell me I failed quests I didn't know about. It just feels weird. Oh wait, did I ever walk past it? He's a dust devil. Yeah, here's the prospector's place. I like the little dust devils. Maybe I'll be able to buy some glasses somewhere around here.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What do you want?
What's your deal?
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo. Yeah.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Yeah, what's up with all that?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Huh. Where is he now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
You gonna give him over?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea.
Doesn't sound
It
like
was
the
a
best
big
idea.
escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
I mean, I don't want to kill people that much, to be honest.
All right.
Don't tempt me. Any visitors? Anything interesting going on? Well, let's see if she has
Got a
glasses
special
first.
discount for you after what you've done for us.
Banana yucca fruit. Oh, no, no glasses. Too bad binoculars aren't glasses. I don't happen to have glasses in here, do I? Doesn't look like it.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Why would I say that one?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So they had...
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Okay. I don't know how good I'll be at repairing things. My intellect's pretty good, so maybe it'll be fine.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Okay.
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business.
Oh yeah,
Most
the general
travelers
store.
heading
Should
south
probably
on
head
the
over there to see if
I-15 just
there's
push on
something.
towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
Okay, so she doesn't like it.
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
I mean, he told me 15 years. Does he do anything?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Huh. I know it's been here for 15
Fine by
years.
me.
Alrighty, so I don't really need to ask about that.
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Okay, I expected there to be options about that. Oh. What's your opinion?
The new
Nancy?
California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
I mean, they said because of the dam controls the area, basically. Since it's power and all that.
Be careful out there.
Okay, I can look into trying to fix that radio. Where was it? Back here somewhere. I don't remember what you said exactly. This goes outside. It's a cash register, it looks like.
Hello.
I doubt this is a radio. Yeah, that's a jukebox. Oh, we still have the dialogue option.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Tell me about the answer. Okay, she doesn't.
Be careful out there.
Okay. Do I have a quest marker for it? Doesn't look like it. So it's outside. Maybe like out back. Be a somewhat logical place to throw it. I'll just check out the general store. See if there's any glasses here. Man.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Let's see what he has for sale first. Bunch of gun stuff. I'm guessing you can like collect a deck or something like that. Beer, box of detergent, box of tape, carton of cigarettes, case box, magnum, copy pack, board, candy boy apples. Laser pistol, draw. I don't know what that means. Leather armor, maze, notebook moving. Nope. Still no glasses. I really wish my Twitch wasn't moving whenever I use the scroll wheel in game. Okay, do you know anything about my attackers?
The leader was a new
Yeah, I'll
Vegas
go
guy.
and look for a radio again. I just didn't see it.
He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Okay.
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Huh.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots.
Huh.
The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Probably.
Take it easy now.
Okay. I'll look for that radio. I just didn't see it. Huh. It's a back door. It's
Hello.
locked. Just look at everything and see if I see a radio. Yep, that's not the radio. I didn't think it was. Kinda looks like a radio, but it's not giving me a prompt. get back here. Wait. I mean, she just leaves this area open. There. I would have thought it was in here. I don't see it. Maybe it's behind the counter? Oh, is that it? Am I just an idiot? I should use internal components, reveals that several parts. Population, it should be a fairly simple repair job to get working again. Here you go.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
That's nice. Thanks.
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
I never ask her about the Legion. Huh.
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Sounds like a potential fear-mongering tactic.
Be careful out there.
Let's explore that school. See about that safe. After that, I'll probably finish the stream. Because it'll probably take a little while. It depends. Where's the school? That's the doctor's house. Oh, you're a big boy. Cemetery. Source. Okay, so the school's not on my map, I guess. Okay, well I should be able to find it easily enough. I think it was back this way. Yeah, there it is. Maybe I should, like, sleep before, but I don't know. Let's just go in. YOLO.